Bright lights. And hello everyone! Welcome back to Skyllian Rogues Campaign 2, Arcade 12. We got three guys here today. As you guys know, Crit is having life... I wouldn't say issues, but you know.
Life stuff. Life updates.
Stuff. Yeah, life stuff.
Life stuff.
So unfortunately, Artyom will be off for a while until he can get that resolved. Yes, I know you lost your gossip friend, I know, but no worries, because we are in the midst of finding new players. Some of you might be watching here right now, but without further ado, let us start. We'll skip today with us, and we'll start as usual with last session. Last session, you guys were trying to escape the city of Merodraeth after acquiring the Emperor's diary. You guys managed to trip the simulacrum using rudimentary tools and trap him behind a wall of force. With the simulacrum out of the way, you guys left to meet with the wall team. The wall team is severely injured. Tyre is dead, decapitated. Victoria performed improvised magic to keep Sorrow alive. The magic summoned 8 dwarven warriors that was able to fend off the children, while Victoria is focusing on it at least. Using J5's Wall of Stone, you guys were able to buy enough time for her to cast Etherealness to escape. You guys met up with the bait team that is trapped underground with Lady Farsight. This is when you guys split up into 2 different teams. Ignis, J5, and Kane, you guys chase after Lady Farsight, trying to distract her, while the rest of the team will disable the teleportation barrier, save the shark, Gemini, and after a grueling battle, you guys were almost defeated, 3 of you. Then J5 revealed his trump card, the tattoo that is stuck inside his secret chest. If J5 is knocked out, that tattoo is lost forever. This made Lady Farsight to hold their attacks for a bit, allowing the 3 of you to escape back to the water elemental plane. So, right now, you stand in the middle of the vast blue that is the water elemental plane. The Leviathan you rode swims slowly in a circle as you observe the vicinity of the glass city. Beyond a couple of Leviathans leaving the city, there seems to be no sign of the other party after 10 minutes.
Oh.
Yu looks at you guys with worry in his eyes as you guys to recover from your near-death experience. He turns to you guys and asks, "What happened over there? I heard a massive quake. Did they use your weapons against you?"
Yeah.
Friend, you
Yes.
heard the quake from this plane?
Well, I heard it. I am not sure where the source is, but yeah, I did.
All the way to the... Well, it is kind of connected, although it's pretty far away. It's like a week of travel, wasn't it?
Oh no, but I was here at that point already.
Yeah. But no, they didn't use the weapon.
Yeah, they did use the weapon.
No, they didn't use the weapon against us, but they did use the weapon.
Yeah, they used the weapon against Faltabismo. We can assume that it's already been defeated, and they already acquired its tattoo, its mark.
Shoot. So that leaves...
One more
And that's the one that...
we have.
Alright.
That's basically how we could get out of there.
We're
Although
basically
there's always
the last piece.
We're the last bastion.
Possibility that the one that is missing might still be missing.
Which one?
You know, the one that the new 12 supposed to have when they were
I
killed.
don't. But the Emperor, the simulacrum, I guess, said only one left.
That is true.
So they must have it.
They do work fast, didn't they?
So it's like it's the emperor, it's the empire, and if that place is under their territory, why wouldn't they give it up? You know, just so you know how.
Well, friend you, if you really want to know, this unit has this journal filled with information that might cost you your life just by knowing about it.
All right.
We
Nothing
probably
new, right?
we probably shouldn't read it here,
Agreed.
but this is what we need to kind of unite the whole home to fight against the emperor.
We'll
But
see.
it's not going to be an easy task, friend Ignis, because
Oh yeah.
this unit really thinks that a lot of people living in home right now has forgotten the terrors that the beast has is bringing into the world. They might just want to work with the empire for the the vast wealth that the empire can give them. That is an issue.
Yeah, but if we can find something in that journal that tells us what he will do if he gets it all, that could be proof enough. If we could like kind of create the logical links or whatnot to basically say, hey, look, this is gonna be bad.
I don't know if there's any way to allow people to, I guess, comprehend exactly the destruction that will be wrought. And, did we ever manage to copy that journal that reveals?
Or you just have
his
the
intention?
journal with you.
We just
We just took it.
Yes.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did just take it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take it up from my
So,
bag.
don't take it out
Is
from your
there-
bag.
Is there a way for us to prove that this is authentic and not forgery? If we use this as proof to people, how are we gonna retort when they say, "Oh, we made this up. This
That's
is
true.
fake"?
That's the first thing I do.
We do have the letter that the emperor sent us, right?
The
Also-
olive branch.
Yeah, the one of the many olive branches he gave that signed and sealed by the empire. The handwriting would be similar. Should be
Handwriting
similar.
can be forged.
Oh, where do people forge
Trust me, I-
handwriting?
and
Sure, I
also,
can't
this
do
unit,
it, but
this unit has actually a plan on how we're going to do this. Well, I'm gonna pull out the bottle that I have. Well, remember this magical item that this unit has commissioned before? Maybe we can extract some of this unit's memory, put it in a moving picture from the pink dust, right? Is it?
Yeah, pink dust, yeah.
That captures, yeah. From the
But it's magic.
dust.
It's magic plus dust.
No. This unit is only simply implying that have the person that created that will create the pink dust read this unit's memory and translate it into the pink dust.
Well, my
Yes.
main retort to that will be, what's to say what you're seeing is real? Memory modification. Maybe you're seeing an illusion.
And it could or just false memory. That's
Yeah. I'm
That's
just saying
too.
these are the things that the emperor might use to just retort what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. If we present this to trusted allies, Kailapa, Nawila, maybe Conticle, they would definitely believe us. It's the ones who are in neutral and the ones who are aligned with the Empire. That's the problem.
What about we met with the group that is most likely familiar with the Fallen and the Tales of the 12? What about the what was the name again?
Karma Revenge.
No. The guys that is holding Oldhome back, the borders of Oldhome.
The people of Literalis or something? The 12, the Church of the 12?
There's a group that is living in the border between Shimon and Oldhome, right? That
Oh,
is,
right. Yes, yes,
Isn't
yes,
it
yes.
the Church of the 12? Is it
No,
not
no,
them?
no, no. It's
No, they're not Church of the
it's a splinter. It's like a faction of a Church of the 12, basically.
Ah.
Yeah.
They just dedicate themselves to fight fallen until they die.
But maybe we should meet them first. Present our evidence to them, and maybe we can combine what we found and what they know about the 12, and to make to have them authenticate our theories.
Can't say I know much about them, but
Yeah, what do I know? I mean, they're both of the church, the same church. Different factions, but same church.
yeah,
Yeah, but friend Gilvana is part of S, right? It will lead people to question her credibility.
I think it's more like to get her to connect us to them.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, we can use Gilvana as our connect. What do you call that? Contact point, right?
Yeah. Okay, maybe I don't know if they'll be back anytime soon. It takes about 30 minutes from 20 minutes?
let
To
me
the
see.
aquarium.
We have the map here. Map
And
city
also,
city of
sorry, sorry, and also, let's say the the shogunate. They are very old dragons, right? Maybe they know a thing or two about the 12.
history check.
Ooh, can I also? Because I like dragons.
Sure, because you're a weeb.
I'm a wibe. Or maybe I help J5. I help J5, yeah.
One more.
You need a couple of levels in Rogue.
Sure, look, man!
Oh my god!
I
Hey,
need
get
to
it all
do
up.
it, guys.
Get it all up.
God
Get it all
damn
up.
it.
All right.
It's time to sunset this dice, guys. I need to find a new dice.
And find a new design.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a 17, you would know that the current dragon shogunate is not the same as the dragon shogunate from back then. The dragons live a long life, but they're not immortal.
Okay. I see.
But, the old ones might have some records.
Yeah, maybe
that the current
maybe they
ones-
have records, right? The what do you call that? Royalty information they pass down. What do you call that? Inherited
Yeah,
information.
yeah, that's possible.
I mean, and it's not that far off either, because it's like, I don't know, just a second generation or whatnot, maybe.
Oh, but then again, we have to beat that guy, right? What was his name? The bronze dragon.
Chatate.
Yeah,
You know,
Chakati.
I
He
mean-
hates us.
He wasn't. He's not there. He's in. He was in Honohea, wasn't he?
Yeah, he is in Honohe, yeah.
Remember when we defeated the red dragons, right?
Yeah,
then,
and he left.
Don't desecrate this body, and then he went to find his group massacred, and then he just cried and left.
Yeah, but at the time, I think when I scried on him, he went to the. What is that?
I have no idea. Was that me or someone else? I didn't press anything.
Someone rolled. I rolled a one.
I think Kelly just focused on the screen, so the audio from J5 Nat 1 just played.
Sorry,
Okay.
I
my
really
god!
didn't touch
Chakati
anything.
is sad. Wah,
Wah,
wah, wah.
He found his entire team massacred. Whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Sorry, you're just talking about don't desecrate the body and
No, I think we scried on him. He was flying towards the Nauvilan Islands instead of the Shogunate.
Yeah, but that was months ago, right? He can always return if he wants to.
Oh yeah, if he wants to. He was also a pretty young dragon, wasn't he?
At least an
Yeah.
adult dragon for sure.
Pretty young, right?
Compared to the
Compared to
older ones.
Lady Shifutan, for sure, she's younger.
Well, should I mean, how long was it gonna take for them again?
Yes, 30 minutes if they walk. Yeah, just directly from the castle to the aquarium, 30 minutes. If they fly or something, might take them faster. But for now, all you can do is wait.
Well, should
So
we
you
stay
wait.
here, or should we find some place?
Well,
I've
if
no
they
idea.
use plane shift, they're going to come here, right?
That's
No, they should go to where. I mean, if they're gonna go to Gemini, they should go to where that genie lady lives. What was her name?
It's not accurate, right?
No, but she said she was gonna give the teleportation circle sigils to Haley.
Yeah, but the plane shift still doesn't directly teleport you to there. It's just in that general area, if I recall correctly, right?
Really? I think it does. Let me
Can
check.
take you. Oh no, you're right. Can take you to that
To
circle.
that circle. Yeah. If it's too small, then they appear in the closest unoccupied space next to the circle.
Yeah,
So they should be right there.
within the Amla Coin Master's estate. of
Amla.
sorts.
I know it was on something.
Let's hope let's hope Haley and at least Artyom remembers to go to the teleportation circle and not just plane shift to the water plane.
I mean, it's Haley. She would remember. And
She would. She's a genius.
yeah.
Alright,
All right.
let's wait over there then.
So
Do we wait outside the manor? Or do we like, hey, you're expecting a delivery soon? What if they don't make it? We're gonna just. Okay, I don't know. I'm thinking too much.
Well, they shouldn't know our secondary target, right? We never talked about it.
No, but I mean, if they're being
And
chased
also,
anyway.
also the place that they are keeping Gemini, it's a museum, right? It's not a very secure place.
it's an aquarium.
It's not a military target, right? They should
I
be
guess.
fairly safe unless they are found out.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah.
So, you guys, after hearing this conversation, Dew gives you a nod and then begins directing the Leviathan back towards the City of Glass, where you guys would disembark. The fish would continue, encircling the area around the City of Glass while you guys made your way in the outer shell towards the, if I recall, the Golden Corral, kind of like gated community. You made your way there, and you can see a couple of Tritons and water genasi that are protecting this area seem to recognize you as you approach. And as you guys kind of come to within talking distance, one of them raises their hand. Hail!
Hello there.
I assume you're here to meet with the Coin Master.
Well, yes, but however, we're still waiting for the rest of our friends to come with the package that she requested.
Understand. Well, you can go ahead, head to her estate. She is expecting you.
Yes, does she expect us? Like, we still are a week away from the actual delivery day.
For the deadline.
Yeah, for the deadline, sure.
Do we get bonus for delivering it early?
I don't know. Early delivery fee.
Call it first class delivery. Express delivery.
Pay extra. We'll send your item 1 week early.
Yeah.
Out of 100 week. But yeah. Alright. You swim through this golden corral area, and again, it's kind of like a gated community with a bunch of large mansions, some floating mid-water, some are just built like a normal house that you would recognize up in the surface. And you made your way over to the estate where you remember Amla is staying in. You approach this giant double door, and I'm assuming you guys give it a knock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look through the keyhole.
No keyhole, but you
Damn
can
it.
hear the sound of grinding from the underside of the wall, other side of the door, like someone removing a wooden slat from behind the door, and the door swings heavily open
What?
to
Why?
reveal a couple of water elementals that are guarding the palace. They turn to you, notice you, as one of them swim off into the distance and the other one remain. They begin speaking in a language that I don't think any of you speak.
I speak primordial.
Not primordial.
Damn it. Why is it never primordial?
They're speaking in bubbles.
Yes, you. And then you can kind of hear in between the bubbling noises, you can hear a little bit of, you think it's trying to say common?
Yeah, common.
You don't understand what it's saying, but you are pretty sure that he's cursing right there, like god damn it kind of situation.
I try to speak in primordial and I'll be like, I get the primordial.
And you can hear the bubbling kind of makes some semblance of words in primordial that you can actually understand. The guard turns to you. Please, enter. The lady waiting inside.
Okay. They said that they're waiting.
You guys made your way into the estate, and the guard actually guides you to enter the front door of the mansion as well. On the inside, you can see it's very blue. Like how everything in our water is already blue, but in here the stone they're using, the material of the wall, and they've also imbued it with some kind of magic or maybe material that makes the wall seem to warp and shift a little bit, creating a sensation that you are in an open water instead of indoors. You can see along the walls different kinds of treasures that are hung as trophies, and also taxidermy heads of multiple creatures. Some you've seen before, some you have not.
Are there humans there?
I'm sorry?
Are there human heads?
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
there
God.
are. In fact, there are a couple in there. There's like one human plaque, one elf plaque, one dwarf plaque. And then like there's a fire genasi, there's a water genasi, earth genasi, air genasi. The fire genasi plaque is empty.
Oh, I'm a bit proud there.
Maybe because fire genasi don't want to come to fire element to the water
am.
element plane.
Oh no!
You see that and you're proud, and Kane instantly starts zeroing in on you, guard dogging you, like, oh my god, they're gonna add her to the collection. Then the collection will be complete if they take her head.
Oh no! Oh no!
From the second floor.
Oh,
where
speaking
the
of heads, Spicy does he head?
Higher?
fire-
Higher's head?
No! Shit! Somebody better catch it before when they come here. Like, jeez.
No, hold on. How pissed would Pyre be if we used his head as a bargaining chip?
I think as long as he gets some, it's fine. I really just need like a couple lots of hair.
Yeah lah. If we manage to, reincarnate him, and then he comes back here seeing his own head on display.
Okay. Let's be honest. He won't come back here unless he has to. So
Yeah.
we just make sure he never comes back.
Let's
Fine.
just remember about it in case we have to bargain for information from these people.
Right. Or
My
bargain for
God,
more
we're-
time.
We're bullying Fire here.
Right,
Listen,
as
Pyre of all people understands war trophies, okay?
that's true. Of all people, Pyre would understand. That's right. Right, as you're having this jolly conversation, there is kind of like a mezzanine floor that's overlooking the room that you're in right now. As the door on that floor swings open, and a giant woman, blue skinned, has kind of like a fin thing going on to the side of her face. Her hair kind of flows behind her like water, transitioning to like slightly a pinkish purplish color. She almost as if like she's resting on an invisible pillow mid-air, quote unquote, because you're underwater. She turns to you guys. You have returned, but I do not see a shark with you. Please don't tell me you've killed it.
No. Essentially we kind of split. So our friends are supposed to come here with the shark any minute now. Well, I say any minute. How long has it been to here? Is it going to be any minute supposedly? Or?
Yeah, should be it's been like 40 minutes or so since you arrived at this place. And so Lady Amla up there kind of goes, very well then, why don't we visit my teleportation circle? As she swims downwards and leads over to a door to the right side of the room, which I'm assuming you swim along behind her.
I can do one more plane shift. Just like if things get dicey, I can do one more plane shift. I'm just saying, we don't fight. We just get out of there, okay, guys?
When you follow behind her to her open door, to the room that she just swam into, you realize it is kind of like a mixture. It's kind of like a terrarium almost, where like you're inside a terrarium, where all around you can see corals and plants of different kind of like different varietals scattered all around the side of the building. There is a glass ceiling and wall allowing the outside light to come in as well. You can even see some surface plants that has been enchanted in a way to survive underwater. So you can see that she seems to be collecting a lot of this plants that are from all over the world, and in between those plants you would be able to see cages containing you can see some of them contains what looks to be kind of like a humanoid, kind of like a hybrid between a monkey and a squid kind of creature that is kind of like stuck, that is kind of like banging against its cage, screaming at you. As you swim down a little bit further, you can see that there is what looks to be some kind of miniature like the first thing that comes to your mind is it's a kraken, but it's way too small for it to be, an actual kraken, as it swims inside this kind of like a glass box that has been placed on a pedestal. It's swimming around merrily and seemingly destroying like miniature ships inside that glass jail that it has there. And you move on a little bit more and you would be able to see a kind of like a small house on top of a pedestal, and out come from those houses you can see a pair of human couple living inside the house, and you can see tiny thumb-sized human children running around the lawn.
What?
As you walk past, you can see the 5 of them stop for a bit to look at you and then whisper amongst themselves. The dad of the family usher the kids inside.
Wait, can
as
we
she keeps an eye on
hear
you.
what they said, or?
Perception check.
Oh no.
28. You can hear. Are those guests or collection? But let's not deal with this. Go inside, kids. Come on. Oh, but Dad! No, come on. No. Don't want to disturb the guests. As he continues to observe you as you walk past their
What are
little
those?
enclosure.
I mean, not those. Who are they? Sorry. Sounds like a. I mean, I'm not asking. I guess I were asking to myself. Where are they? That kind of thing.
You continue
Is it-
walk. Yep.
Is there any race I would know about? Or
Human. It's human.
no, but they're thumb size?
Yep.
Like the whole family, or just the kids?
The kids are thumb size. The dads are maybe like the size of your arm, maybe.
That's like tinier than tiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they live in like a miniature 3-story bungalow with an estate out front. And all of them is encased in the glass enclosure.
Oh. Well, you have, and I'm just gonna try and strike up a conversation
Mm-hmm.
with Amlan. I'm just gonna like, I have quite a collection here.
Oh yes, I'm a bit of a collector, really. Once you have all the money in the world, you can just buy most things. Things you need to go out and explore. That's why I always get some collection, and that's what I requested of you. I haven't
Course,
had a
course.
mythical creature yet in my collection. It will be great to have one such as that. That is all.
Do you mind if I ask about some, just because they're pretty interesting?
Which one?
Well, I saw like a family of humans, but they're small. Are those like
Oh yes, that one. Yes. I think that was a pair of adventurers left behind by their party. In exchange for
Oh.
saving their lives, I just take them as one of my displays. Aren't they adorable? Especially the little tiny ones. What do you call them? Children, was it?
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
They're so
God.
adorable, I just want to squish them, but I'm sure that would despair them. So I grab them for now. Maybe in the future, we'll see.
Are they? Did they come that small, or do you make them
Oh
small?
no, it can't be. The City of Glass has limited real estate, so I had to be a little bit creative. Reducing them size and putting them in a glass box would be the best way to, fit them within my trophy halls right here. Why?
Okay,
Do you want to join in? I haven't
No.
had a fire genasi.
it's okay. I like this being this size and not living in a glass box, and my head and my body.
in that order.
Well, maybe more head on the body first, and then the rest. But you know what I mean.
Regardless, we're here. As you arrive at the end of this long glass hallway to a kind of like circular room with a magical circle inscribed onto the floor that you guys would know as a teleportation circle. You've used this before, but the appearance is a little bit different. For the most part, you know it is a teleportation circle. There are a couple of, waiting chairs nearby, some, some seating, and some, more of those plants decorating it nearby. She glides over to one of those chairs, sits down on it, and then grabs a couple of those bubbly liquid. You remember that you saw on the surface that you were served when you were in that shop. So yeah, same thing here. Bubbles of different kinds of liquids as she pops it and drinks it. She turns over to you though and asks, I hope the journey wasn't too bad. You guys look utterly destroyed.
We are. Could we just rest a bit while we wait for our friends?
Oh, do, please do. Actually, you know what? I'd rather not. In case your friends don't appear, at least it'll be easier to take my share of the bargain. She smiles.
Well, technically we still have 1 week.
True. Regardless, if you decide to backstab me now, I'd rather have you at 1 hit point than maximum. That's all I'm saying.
Great, no, that's totally fair. That's what we
Please,
would do.
you sit down and enjoy this. I think I imported this one from the surface. You would like these ones, right? Here. And she tosses it to you, and the water bubble glides across the water towards you, Ignis.
What are these? Like, can I figure it out just looking at them, or?
Yeah, you've had them before on the surface. It's basically a bubble, some kind of seaweed. You assume like in a bubble shaped, and they usually inject some kind of liquid on the inside, usually flavored.
So it's a juice pouch.
Yes, it is a juice pouch with edible skin.
I mean, I'm not gonna care. Is it boozy or is it just juicy?
I don't know. Sure, give yourself a try as well. She tosses another one
It
towards
could
you.
be spiked, guys. Whatever,
Sure,
just
I'll take it.
paralyzed. No!
You drink it, Kane?
Yeah, I'll drink some.
All right.
Cheers to that. Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that. I'm exhausted.
The bubble itself has a kind of neutral, slightly salty taste to it, but when it pops and the liquid flows into your mouth, it has this little bit more fruity mix to the saltiness, as well as you can feel the alcohol kind of immediately gets to you. You figured this is some hard liquor she's been just popping into her mouth.
Man,
Hard
respect. Yeah, I'm anxious about Haley, so even though I'm exhausted, I think Kane would be staying awake.
Yeah, I am not gonna drink it. Oh, but J5 is gonna be fine. If she's still awake.
You guys,
Do you have any sipping device for this unit to enjoy this drink?
I thought, oh, right.
sipping device?
The long tubular shape things?
Like a straw? Because J5 doesn't have a mouth with his
Right.
model. So he has this hole to drink from.
Oh.
Do we have like a reed or something?
Are you malfunctioning or something? Is that why you don't have a mouth on your faceplate?
Rude.
Actually, no.
How
This
dare
unit
you
does not
say
actually
that?
know the reason why this unit was created without the mouth, but and this unit thinks it is common for the J units does not have a mouth.
Ah. Well, interesting. The more you know, I guess. Say,
But they-
do you have any interest on, being put on a platform or anything like that?
I knew she would ask that.
Unfortunately, not right now.
I could regenerate your head back. Just need the head, really.
Oh god.
But this unit will like to think that without a head, this unit will cease to function. And
yes,
generation only works with, living creatures, right?
Right. Yes. Distinction. Fair enough.
Did she not have a Warforge in her collection just now?
She did. Does not have one without a mouth though. Seems like she had
Oh god.
an eye model, most probably the one that Ira 1 is.
Ira 1 is a lot older than J5 now? Oh. Is J5 older than Ira 1? Oh my god. You lore.
You wait a few moments in an awkward silence when suddenly you can see the teleportation circle on the floor begin to glow. At that point, Amla immediately stands up in anticipation. A couple of the water elemental guards nearby immediately move into position. They all have their spears pointing at the center of the circle as the circle gets brighter and brighter and brighter until finally you feel a large water displacement as all of you are pushed back towards the glass as you see a pair of giant sharks just dropped into this room alongside a couple of humanoids as well dropped into the room and immediately letting blood mix with the water on the inside.
Oh god.
And almost immediately the people in the start to
I would have prepared this but I have to do it ritually. I would have prepared and hold that for 10 minutes until they come. Water breathing.
You do it ritually and you hold it. Ritually doesn't cost a spell slot, so I'd say sure. Why not?
Yeah, and I have really high con.
Yeah. And the moment they appear, you immediately cast the spell, allowing them to. You can see Artyom moving, swimming across the water as well. Blood on his body mixing with the water around him. You can see he is severely more wounded than the last time you saw him. A bunch more kind of like burn marks, acid marks. You can see a couple of like icicles forming on his armor as well that slowly melts away as he swims in the water. You can see him kind of like bridle carrying Victoria, who is completely unconscious at this point. Soro is swimming behind, still holding the head of Pyre tight. You can see Pyre's long hair drifting, trailing on behind her, and you can see Lena, Haley, and also Lena, Haley, and Callista, the three of them in the water as well, heavily injured. You can even see Haley there seems to be bleeding profusely from her leg.
Oh my god.
You guys rush over to provide a medical attention to all the people here, and Ignis, when you get to Haley, you can see she is missing her right leg.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
I'm already there.
We can fix that tomorrow. It's okay, Haley.
Tomorrow.
I'm sorry about spell slots. I say that like in.
Is she actively bleeding out of her leg?
She is. Yes.
I am going to.
I'm tying it off. I'm tying off the leg. I'm tying in the tourniquet.
I'm giving medical attention there. Right, I am a doctor.
Go ahead.
Can I do it with advantage because Kane is helping?
Yes, go ahead. Yes, J5.
And also, I'm gonna land my, wooden stump of a leg. You can put this on for temporarily.
We gotta stop the wound, and I don't want Splinter to get in there.
She's like a mixture of like in pain, crying, angry, and at the same time laughing at J5's gesture. She looks up to you, J5, and just goes, "Thank you, J5, but that's not really my concern right now." as she's still bleeding out from her leg. Lena swims over, looks at the surrounding, and turns to you, Ignis. Where are we right now?
You've been here before. It's Amla's place.
She swims around, turns around a little bit, smells different. Are we safe here?
Different.
Wait, do we? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look around. Is the shark with them or?
The shark is with them. Yes, that's
Oh,
that's
okay.
right.
Sorry, I just heard water displays, my parties, and I'm not really thinking about the shark.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's only when Lena is talking about it.
I'm gonna look at Lena. Different how? Can you describe it?
A significantly strong otherworldly energy. Perhaps it is my imagination. Something to keep an eye on.
We're not exactly safe, but
While you're while you guys are busy, sorry, go on, Jeffrey.
all the more reason to conclude our business here and let's leave.
Agreed. While you're doing this conversation, tending to the wounds, this whole time you can see the sharks are slowly descending over towards you. Seeing that you guys are injured in the fight and everything, it descends over towards you, and the white shark descends over towards Haley while you guys are kind of putting a tourniquet on her, and kind of like slowly tries to bump her head with Haley's. Haley obviously at first tries to take a couple of steps back, but then you guys hear in unison in your head, "Be not afraid, child." And as their heads bump together, you can see there is some kind of energy emitting from the shark itself, causing some of Haley's wounds to close up, including the stump of her right leg right now slowly start to stitch up a little bit, causing her some relief from the pain. She looks up, not really sweat because you can't really see sweat underwater, but she looks up to the shark and gives a nod. Thank you. And during the whole interaction, you can see Amla in the background staring at this wondrous creature in front of her, kind of swimming in circle, admiring the pair of sharks in various angles. The black one approaches you guys as well. Now his voice echoes in your mind. Are we truly free? We can go now.
Run.
Did you say that? Did you say that?
It's in our heads, right?
That's right.
You should say that, right? We should be.
You can see Amla in the background kind of looks around. How marvelous. Feeling energy, telepathy.
Oh,
Amazing
maybe
creature.
we shouldn't say that.
The sharks kind of stare at you, trying to get that confirmation.
Can I make a face just to say, like a subtle shake, but with my head, with just my face, like, you know what I mean?
Stealth check for me, Ignis.
Oh no, I was gonna do an insight thingy.
Yeah, you're trying to hide it as much as possible. So stealth check. See how well you hide it.
Use the fated inspiration, Ignis. We cannot fight here. We don't have the.
Should I? But what do I do? I have a +2.
You try to make the face, but everyone in the party kind of notice what you're doing, Ignis. Trying to tilt your head, trying to gesture at the shark to leave. The shark kind of stares at you in confusion for a bit, while you can hear of her voice again fills the room.
Okay.
Well, seems like you've done a wonderful job. Amazing, Spicy Seven.
Oh god. Oh god.
The shark
Oh,
kind
God.
of pauses for a bit.
Right.
The agreement is settled.
Oh god.
Snaps her fingers, and you can see the tattoo on Victoria and Haley disappears. Sorry, Victoria and Soro disappears as you can see the shark suddenly begins to kind of like almost like being dragged somewhere. As you can see, the tail of both sharks begin being dragged over towards the door where you guys first entered. You hear their voice. What is going on? What are you doing? Please help us! As the two of the shark begin to like, get pulled away towards the gate. Amla, on the other hand, is just clapping her head giddy like a little schoolgirl. Oh my god, a mythical beast! How exciting! It can talk. It has magic. As the creature,
Are we fighting back?
as the creature is being dragged into what looks to be another.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
Alright, question. Ignis can cast a spell without any components, right?
That is correct.
Question is, would Amla detect it still though?
That is the question, isn't it?
Because my idea is Ignis can just plain shift just the sharks.
But then we have to deal with them. And we don't have a way out.
I mean, if they don't know you casted that spell because we don't know what happened. We just you are.
No, I need to touch it. I need to touch them for it to work.
You have to make a ring with the shark.
Yeah. I gotta make a ring with them.
The shark being dragged away, they scream at you, beg at you as they get pulled away, they start to get smaller and smaller and smaller until
I
finally.
think I have to fight back, guys. Can we fight back, please? Are we allowed to?
No! Yes! No! I don't know what to do here! Because I only have one ninth level. I have no other thing. Our party's super injured.
But this is really sad.
It is really sad. But we could die here.
Why did we even agree to this?
Because we have no other choice at the time.
One. As
my
the
God.
shark gets pulled into one of the glass displays. This one, the display looks very luscious, kind of like the seabed of a very lush kind of coral reef with many small other fish swimming around, with the shark now the largest creature within that display swimming about as well. They swim, smashing against the glass a couple of times. Of course, they're smaller and unable to make a dent out of the glass. Now, I will ignore your little stunt and consider this deal settled with.
Stunned.
Don't think I did not see what Miss Ignis here was trying to do.
I just had a weird bug in my head, so I just had to
Of course, understand. You mortals and the parasites and creatures living in your body.
Yeah.
Be sure not to make such a mistake in my presence again. Now leave. As she snaps her fingers, you feel an unseen force on your body. Do you resist it?
No.
As all of you are pushed back through the trophy room, through that annex just now, out of her courtyard, immediately back to her front door, and the door closes in front of you. As the party now stands just outside of Amla's Manor. You're wounded, a couple unconscious, one even dead. What do you want to do now?
First order of business is to find a safe place that we can recuperate in.
I cannot teleport all of us back.
I
No,
think
we can just walk through the portal, right?
yes. Let's
Right.
get back to the inner shell. We'll take the boat, get out of here, and let's regroup in the diner, or have a proper rest, and then maybe tomorrow. He kind of looks at, I think, Kane, the one who's holding the book. Tomorrow we'll look into it.
I'm the one.
It's J5.
J5.
Yeah.
He'll look at J5, and tomorrow we'll look into the book.
Well, this unit likes to be safe than sorry. Well, we can assume the Emperor knows we came through the water elemental portal, right?
I don't know. I don't think
If
so.
the Fallen can communicate, wouldn't they send a signal to the Emperor that
Right.
we came through here?
You're right. You said you encountered some fallen. Yeah, that makes sense.
Then this unit suggests we take a rest in the prime material plane and then move away from your city just to be safe.
Understand, but where? We need to find like a place that none of us have ever been to before. Some isolated place. Maybe a village somewhere.
We're in Kailap in Navila.
I mean, I can suggest a couple. Can try that. Show you my hometown a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's really your hometown. Yeah.
All right. Let's get out of here.
I was hoping I could go back to Lateralis, but no, we should rest first.
Yeah, we should rest first.
All right.
Especially,
I thought that-
I remind you guys, Requel, was it not Requel? The shadow guy? What was his name again?
Heelblade.
Yeah, Heelblade can come at us at any time.
Mhm.
We don't know how far his range is.
Pretty far. He went from Conticle to Schweifel, remember?
In that
Like,
case,
that-
maybe a place that disallows teleportation as well. That narrows
Yeah.
down
At
into
least
a
use
bunch.
private sanctum every time we take a rest.
Which is our house.
But private sanctum disallows teleportation as well, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is our house.
Well, we don't want to return to your house because it's a known place. We don't want to go to the same shop that we ate before because that one might be
Compromise.
compromised as well.
And we need at least a day before J5 can do private sanctum?
No, it's a ritual thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then anywhere is fine.
Then
Because it lasts for like 24 hours.
Then let's just travel to a village outside of a town and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Alright,
All right, let's go.
let's go.
With that, you quickly drag yourselves out of the water elemental plane through that underwater tunnel thing that you guys had to go through back into the inner shell
Oh,
past
wait,
the
wait. Sorry. Private sanctum is not ritual, goddamn. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
How do I know if it's the spell ritual?
It would have an R.
It
Oh,
has
yeah, so it's not.
BSMR. Yeah.
It's not.
It looks like a ritual because it's 10 minutes casting, but it's not.
It's not, yeah.
So,
Where then? I mean, the shop that we ate to before, that has a private sanctum, but you don't want to eat there. You don't want to be there, I'm assuming.
Well, we can actually go there, take our rest over there.
Mm-hmm. And then we will go to the
And then-
village and then read the book there
Yeah,
when no one is watching.
When we want to leave this plane, we'll have to live by either teleportation or plane shift.
Oh,
Because I'm really worried that they can set up an ambush in what was the Water Genesis city again?
City of Glass.
No. City of Glass is the city at the water elemental plane.
The
Water
City of Glass, Nawila, Lord Ave, Aliwao. I
Basically, it's
remember
worried
the
that they will
city
set up
name.
an ambush over there, which is our exit point.
Alright, that's where the shop I was suggesting for us to go through. Then, in that case, let's find a dingy tavern over here and try to figure out from there.
I'll make sure to see if there's a. Oh, it's gonna be one.
Unless we have money to splurge, then we can get a nice expensive one with a private sanctum.
Is that a normal thing to have though?
Well, dignitaries have things they'd rather not other people see.
That's smart. We would have some money to spare, honestly.
Alright.
Do it.
In that case,
At least we're not broke. Also, like, I see we're like out of range. We should like hire some people to get all those people out from Amla's clutch. Maybe I feel so bad. I knew it was
That's
gonna
the
feel.
sharks.
I feel bad for everyone there. Honestly, like, I don't know. We should like get someone to get them out. And then maybe those that we get them out from, they can be our allies. You know. They're so powerful people.
you are the loaded people who hire adventurers now. So
We can do that.
We can't do that. We can give like.
we can hire Chroma Revenge. Ooh.
Oh, they're kind of under the Empire.
Just because of the pay, right? They're not loyal.
their loyalty is to money, not to the
Yeah,
Empire.
but I mean, will they really go to the opposite employer? And do we expect them to keep our secrets? Let's be honest here. You don't trust people whose loyalty is to money.
Or remember the two guys that can enter all arcs?
Jack and Jill.
Yep, Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill would work, actually. Hey, King, you still remember Jill? You guys were like tied at some point.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Jill the one who came into my room
That's
in the middle
right.
of the night?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kane's like vividly. Kane's like remembering the hallway interaction.
Yeah, with his dad, quote unquote.
Oh gosh, yeah, no. I mean, technically, him and Jill are on great terms.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can approach them for a job. They'd like this. I feel like it's gonna be up their alley. I don't know why I said Ella. Okay,
Regardless,
that's fine.
that can come
Another-
later. But for
Yeah.
now, you made your way over to a. You know how most of the building in the outer shell is very fancy, very gold, gilded, and everything, you know? But this hotel, they keep themselves stand out from the others. Instead of all these colorful things, they made all their buildings from like some kind of like obsidian colored material, mostly black stone and like nice accented like a reddish purplish kind of metal that accents everything. And outside you can see this giant black pearl on a billboard that says the Abyssal Pearl. Dew leads you guys inside. He talks to the owner of the establishment a little bit. They seem like old friends. They chat, they punch each other's shoulders, talk a little bit, you know. You can hear Dew trying to talk down the price a little bit. The owner kind of like argues and then settles on 1,000 gold per night. The two of Dew gives them a nod, swims over to you.
Wait, this is in the water plane?
Water plane.
Is that
yes.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on how much a night?
Okay, so they're willing to give us the room that you guys want. Complete protection. They got Forbidden's private sanctum. They gonna even have guards watching our rooms 24/7. Private hire. So they won't be loyal to the Empire or anything like that. But 1,000 a night.
We have 11,000 in the party gold.
Yep. Yeah, it's fine.
You just walk around with that amount of coin.
A
What
little
is
bit
wrong
more.
with you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Is there a bank that we're allowed to walk into nowadays?
I mean, it's not like there's
Look at it.
portable banks. We have to bring this much money for this much expenses.
No, that's
I'm gonna
fair.
point out to you. Well, if you have 3 bag of holdings, you can walk around with that much gold.
Of course you have 3 bags of holding. Why am I not? Regardless, pass me the coin and I'll get the keys.
Here you go.
Holy shit. First time holding 1,000 gold pieces. Nice. Goes over
Yeah,
to the
they should-
counter,
They should pay you more.
drops it onto the counter. No, like they don't walk around with 1,000 gold pieces. They store most of it in the bank and then like here's an instruction to withdraw the money kind of situation, if it's a large purchase. So seeing 1,000 gold pieces, that's like 3 years of pay for a normal person just stashed on
Oh
the
my
table.
god, that's
yeah.
3 years?
Wow. I feel like we squandered that away pretty fast.
Give it a look,
Uh,
nod.
wait, question, guys. We have that bag of fake coins. Remember?
Yes, if I recall, you do have a bag of fake coins. You,
We do? I
you
don't
gotta
remember
find
that.
it. It's there. I recall it's there.
This is unidentified thingy for whatever reason in our inventory.
Remember this bag of holding that we found when we killed the red dragons, right?
Oh,
But
that's not
it can
fake though. It's actual coin.
Yeah.
It stores
it
coin.
can only hold stores coins, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bag of
And we
holding
can
the castle
pull
coin.
out fake coins if you want to.
That's correct.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna do?
But we don't want to.
But don't do that. Come on.
you're in enough
they're-
trouble already.
They're charging us 1,000 though. That's a highway robbery.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. They have all these like facilities and stuff. Like private sanctum is not cheap. They have hired guards too, and we're on the run. We don't want people. We don't want to piss off people. Okay, like.
Fine.
Let's do this to like actual scummy people. Come on.
Well, that is true. We don't want more enemies than we have right now.
Please, I'm so tired of enemies.
Dew returns with a guy following him around. I guess they don't have keys for this room. Either way, the Triton, who is kind of dressed in a very smart robe with a bow tie on his neck, he swims down to the basement of the building where you guys follows for a bit. They go through the staff area, past the kitchen, and through the pantry like back wall, where he places some kind of device onto the door, onto like a back wall. When the wall suddenly becomes slightly shifting, become like slightly transparent a little bit, as he gives the key to Dew. Dew looks at the key, all right, and then swims inside the wall and just passes through.
Okay. We pass through as well.
All of you swim past through as well, and as you go through the wall, you can feel a shift in the environment, like the kind of warm water where the kitchens are and everything suddenly shifts to like a very cool kind of environment where you arrive at what looks to be a large presidential suite of sorts, with a long table where people can host meetings or dinners, which is currently chock full of gifts for coming to the hotel. There's like a couple of soap couple of rolled towels, some chocolates, all are already aligned over there for anyone when they come in. The fireplace has already started. Yes, fireplace while you guys are underwater, and you can see the view. It is like one long view in front of you where it is showing not underground, but instead it shows that you guys are actually several feet above the hotel right now, allowing you to see the surrounding from all angles should anyone tries to approach you. You can see the wall behind you, the one that you guys just swim through, kind of becomes solid once more once everybody in the party comes in and you guys are able to rest for a bit.
What kind of enchantment is that, J5?
Come again.
What kind of enchantment is that?
The fireplace. Well, this one is.
No, the wall that we passed through and then it solidified.
Well, you see, J5 is more interested in the fireplace.
What?
I just really like the idea that Ignis is very clearly staring at something else and says, "What was that?" And J5 launches into a very enthusiastic explanation about the fireplace.
Well, enchantment on the door. Well, this unit, give this unit a few moments, and I'm gonna try to identify it. Yeah.
Identify, right. So you can see it is some kind of like a weaker variation of gate, basically. I think it.
Whoa.
What's a weaker version of gate?
What's a weaker version of gay? I don't know.
Like that's like arcane gate or something, the one where you can create a portal from two locations and people can just regularly travel.
That's that dimension door, arcane gate, and then gate.
Yeah. So it's arcane gate basically.
Whoa.
Okay. What about the fireplace? Is it real fire? Illusion? I'm gonna inspect it.
Fire is hot. It is actually hot. Yes. It warms the water nearby, but doesn't warm the entire room, just the vicinity of that place.
Is it magical fire, or
you would assume so? You would assume so, but you can't, identify fire unless you're willing to take 1d4 fire damage every 6 seconds.
J5, we should rest.
I'm just gonna, sit in front of fireplace, just looking at the fuel source. Maybe it's kind of, a kind of unique fuel that, it can burn underwater or something.
You as you investigate the fireplace, you notice that there is kind of like a lever right next to the fireplace. You notice a couple of levers actually. But there's one lever that has a symbol, what looks to be like sun, and then water. Currently, the lever is pointing towards the water right now.
Oh, okay. What?
Interesting.
If I push it towards the sun.
Oh my god.
As you push it towards the sun, immediately you feel a rush of water as you see the room begins to drain as you guys are now on the surface basically, are able to set your foot on the ground and sit down on the various amenities they provide here. And as an added bonus, you're not wet.
Oh, we're not?
No.
I'm just gonna say, we're gonna feel so heavy. Okay.
Alright then. Okay. Well, this is more comfortable, right? Now we can rest.
You see in the room, everybody has gone on to their own places. Lena is standing in front of the window, staring out into the city, brooding. You can see Artyom has brought Victoria into one of the many bedrooms in the place, trying to get her some rest. Soro has curled up in the corner nearby,
with Pyre's head,
still holding Pyre's head. While Haley is sitting on the couch, still nursing her legs, kind of staring at it and kind of shaking her head at what had just happened.
I'll be there with Haley beside her.
And so with that,
kind of
I know there's a private. Sorry.
Go on, Kay.
Oh no, I was just gonna. I didn't know we were moving on. We're moving on.
That's it. Haley is just basically sitting there nursing her wounds and, well, trying to rest, basically, trying to recover that hit point that she's missing.
What was I going? Oh shit, forgot. Oh shit. Oh yeah, we are in private sanctum. Yeah.
That's right. You are in private sanctum. I recall they said forbiddens as well.
Forbidden.
And they've
What's that?
no extra planar
55.
travel. You would be shunted out from, if you try to use ethereal list to enter this room or anything like that.
Okay.
There are a couple more. If I recall, they have like.
No wonder it's 1,000 gold. Forbiddens itself is like 1,000 gold. That is like the saying about because you just wouldn't know.
They try to make it as secure as possible, so you can relax. The kitchen, the people working in the kitchen just now, some of them are actually mercenaries, not cooks, as well.
We could read that journal. Feels pretty safe.
I thought we agreed we want to read it in a remote village somewhere after we rested, so that they can't.
But there's private sanctum, there's forbiddens. No one can scry on us in here. Isn't it pretty safe?
Yeah, I guess it is. Hey, I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm new here. What do you want to do?
But I'm gonna tap on Ignis's shoulder and point towards Sorrow. Maybe first we should talk to our party members, make sure everybody is okay.
Of course. I mean,
we did suffer a huge loss.
Yeah, I just thought would see what all those loss is for. Okay. I'll go to Sorrow.
Sorrow. It's kind of weird when you approach Sorrow because for the first time, he's not scowling at you as you approach. She's just staring, like at the foot of the table. Her hand still holding to the head. The blood kind of staining the carpet and a little bit of her leg in her dress. Not paying attention as you approach.
I'll sit next to her at first, kind of just make her get used to having me next to her. Before I just start. I have some good news, possibly. If you'd like to hear it.
Sorry?
I have some good news, possibly, if you'd like to hear it.
What?
Rex should be able to move around again.
There is a twinkle in her eyes as you say that.
He's not going to be fully back, but we can get him back if we get some immortal cat, which is not impossible. But at the very least for now, he should be able to move again.
Good. She looks down. Good.
And I could bring Pyre back.
She at first was surprised, but then realizes who you are. And then
I brought Victoria back from her ash.
Exactly.
With a head, I can bring him back much more easily.
She looks down and nods.
You did good holding on to him.
It was my fault. I was too engulfed in this rage. I didn't notice he came from behind. She saved me.
Is she? Oh. You were just doing your job, and he was doing his job. And this job is dangerous.
It should have been me. Should have been me.
I don't think so. I think it should have been any of you. But it's nothing we can't bring back. Even if in the worst case scenario that he doesn't come back, you know he died doing what he loves.
Yeah. She wipes a tear in her eyes. The idiot's still smiling. Looks down at the head and it is stuck in this wide-eyed, kind of like wild-eyed anger. At the same time, you know how like someone's enjoying fighting, you know, that face is just plastered on there.
Can you draw? No, you gotta draw upon your severed head.
Duly noted.
Well, it's not over yet. Just need to rest. At least there's not too much casualties, so
Maybe try to heal bleed again. Be sure to bring me, alright?
yeah. If he doesn't just spring up on us, I'll definitely bring you sorrow.
She looks away, back to staring into nothingness.
He wanted to talk to Haley.
I just want to know about her leg. Do we like have it or is it gone?
No, I dropped it.
Kane just very obviously carefully flicks her forehead.
Oh, don't you know I'm injured? What's wrong with you?
Now that you've been thoroughly chastised for that, we can move on to thinking about what kind of secret compartments we're going to put in your fake leg.
Oh, no, I don't want my leg back then.
What?
See, Kane knows exactly how to cheer her up.
Oh,
He pulls
okay,
out some
we put an
paper.
armor, like a gun in there. But I need to be flexible for it. Maybe not.
See, what if Kane? How far like gone is it? Is it like below the knee, above
below
the
the
knee?
Below the knee.
Kane's kind of like paper comes out and his mage hand starts like sketching out some schematics as they're talking, like just saying little things like, okay, so first thing we're gonna have to figure out is whether or not you want a peg leg like table or do we want to create a fake foot. If we create a fake foot, you could theoretically have each individual toe contain like say a poison or an anti-venom.
Oh my god, yes, that's so good. But just a leg is boring though. Peg looks like a pirate, you know. That one really cool too.
It would be cool, but however,
God.
you are going to have to consider that there's pros and cons to this. Pro, having a peg leg, people are automatically going to assume that you're not as capable as you are, lulling them into a false sense of security.
Exactly.
Plus, pirate.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like all the advantage is on the peg leg. I'm just saying.
Perhaps, but if we incorporate the fake foot, you do get fake storage. Plus, you can kind of retain that level of fake. Sorry, Kane's like still delirious from his loss. He's like trying to conceptualize the concept of
from the blood loss right now.
He's like, you can still like go into disguise and slip into the crowd unnoticed because if you look like you have a regular leg, that's you're not going to stand out in people's burnt minds.
Maybe I should ask Artyom. He had like that smoke thing that can change the appearance. Imagine if it's a peg leg, but we can disguise it as a normal leg.
Well, why not just have both? You could change them out.
Switch it
Like,
out,
choose.
yeah. Ooh, oh, that's so good. Makes me
my
want to cut the other leg
You could-
off as well.
Oh my god!
Don't do
Like,
that, Kane.
let's do a trial. Kane kind of like pats on the head. Now, let's just go on a trial period.
Okay.
See
One
how
leg.
it works out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm
Aliens, the new
Well,
aunties.
trying to walk's
Oh
a
my God.
bitch. Trying to walk's gonna be a bitch in the future.
Yes, well, you're quite smart, so I have no doubt that you'll figure it out.
Thanks, Kane. I know how to push my button.
Well, I certainly hope I know. What good is a brother for if not to push every single button you have? And he like poking her in the shoulder and then the cheek.
Push
Uh,
buttons.
as the giggle fills the room, finally adding some levity inside this place for a bit, you can see Sorrow looks up, seeing you guys kind of poking and prodding right there up front. Even Lena, who's brooding, looking into the distance, gonna turn around as well and gives a smile, maybe? You're not sure. But yeah, definitely there is a moment of levity as this is going on, as you guys take your rest for the night. As you guys take a long rest, go ahead. Nothing happens. All good. You can take your proper long rest.
Long
Can I-
rest, finally.
Can I change my? I have a useless rod now. I'm gonna change out my
Attunement.
attunement.
Gotcha.
Seeing the differences of everyone's hit points is kind of funny. AJ found at 148, me at 156, and then Ignis recovers 58 hit points.
It's all thanks to Arthur, really.
Yeah.
Well, even
Our team did
Artyom's
take a
getting
beating
beating
this
as
time.
well, yeah.
Ooh. Seeing him injured is weird. Let me also check. I'm gonna make sure that I have. Okay, I have regenerate. Yes. Okay. Haley, you are not getting a peg like today.
But after you take your long rest, you guys wake up the next morning, your meal already prepped for you. You're not sure who brought it in, but it's there. So you're able to have your meal. And as you guys get ready, you guys are going to leave to gonna plane shift out of this place, right?
Yeah, I need Haley to do for some, and I'll do for the other half.
Gotcha.
I'll give her the fork to the material plane.
So wouldn't we be separated, or can we choose a place?
We can just place.
If you have a magic circle, it will teleport directly to it. Otherwise, yes, it will be random.
We can go to. Wait, couldn't we just exit out?
You can, but you don't want to because you
Oh,
worry
right.
that the Empire might have, ambush set up outside the portal.
We could choose a teleportation circle.
Which one do we know near Kyle?
You know Littoralis and Lacrodad and Contacol for sure.
Conticle. We shouldn't go to Conticle. Naturalis is a good bet, but I'm sure there'll be some people there too. Maybe. Is Naturalis a good place?
Littoralis is a good place, I think.
Dio and Rex finally meet. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh no.
Because we need a teleportation circle so that we'll be together, right? But then we're gonna have to move somewhere unfamiliar. You know.
Teleport. Yeah, so you plane shift and then teleport somewhere.
Plane shift and maybe teleport or walk. Walk. You can walk.
Yeah. find a nearby village or something and try to.
I mean,
Because
okay,
as
we can.
as fast as the empire is, I don't think they'll station every other people on every city right now, right?
Mhm.
We
They don't
can.
have the
We can plane shift, and then I can transport all of us back to Navila. Or wait, no, I think the it's Kailapa. That's the one that I have. Don't have any trees in Avila. Yeah, that's our best bet. So should we go? Let's go to Literalis first. Let me say hi to Rex, and then we go Kailapa, and then Navila. And
Well, we're just globetrotting, aren't we?
yeah.
I, I know I know of a safe place that we can go.
Oh.
We can go to the unending storm.
Hi.
Using safe pretty loosely there, buddy.
Safe from the Empire.
Because right now all defenses over there is down, right? We can go
Okay.
there, reactivate the defenses, and then have a meeting.
And then we
If you want
can't
to
get out
leave,
of there.
you want to get out, we just deactivate the defenses again, and
And
then
then teleport out.
oh, but
yeah.
we don't have the dice anymore.
We don't. Yeah,
Shit.
that's another thing I want to say. We don't have the dice. It's with Galvana.
So, not yet. Then not yet.
Was
Okay.
Haley there when you guys were at the unending storm? No, right?
No,
No.
No. Okay.
it was Jay that was there. Well, I have all these places.
But
We could even go to Infer the Tear.
The thing is, if you have these places, then you know the place. That's the problem. What you were
Yeah,
now.
but we can use it for a point to get to another point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also,
Haley,
I need to
Haley
go.
will mention.
Go again.
Teleportation doesn't send me to a specific location. It kind of deviates me to a random place. We could go with that. The farther away I teleport, the larger the deviation is. So if we're in Littoralis and I say let's teleport to Contacol, it will teleport us in a random 1,000-mile direction.
How many people you can carry with you?
Let me see. Teleport. Oh, that is a feat. Looking for a spell. Teleport. Wait, seriously? Why is there not a spell? Haley. Spellbook. Teleport. And okay. You and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice.
How many
10
people do we
people.
have here?
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So actually just enough, right?
You and it. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, in that case, that's in an effort to save spell slots. We exit through the through the gate, the portal, the elemental portal gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Haley just cast teleport.
Immediately, yeah.
Yeah,
The
immediately.
moment we get past the barrier.
Yeah, moment get past the barrier and then you just teleport up.
All right, sounds good.
Just pick a location and it doesn't matter if you land on any random location, right? Just as long as it's not in the water. I guess.
I'll be sure to put us in the middle of a continent. Any particular preference? Shimon?
But the biggest one will be Simon, right?
I think
Atileru
is the biggest one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Atileru it is.
But the emperor is hovering over what do you call that, Marco Nicola, right?
That is correct, yes.
Might be too close for comfort there.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's any place that's close that's comfortable. You can teleport us to the field of light and fire. then we'll be in Honohea, which is the furthest away from Barcoda Cola and Swifle.
That's a good place to start then.
Yeah.
And plus, it'll be easy for friend Dew here, to
To
go
get
and
back.
to get back.
All right. She
You're going to
takes.
feel. Wait, which part of Field Upside in Fire?
I'll just put us somewhere in the middle so that we don't, fall into the ocean.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we not going back to Littoralis or?
Not yet.
Sorry, I left.
I mean, the idea is, to shake the Empire off our trail, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to go to Littoralis right now, we can, but it is a known place to us, and they can just come and check. But the
Okay.
teleportation method is in a random place. Even we don't know where we're gonna land.
So if we don't know where we are, they don't know where we are.
Unless they know the place
Top
we're
tier
going.
logic there.
Has Haley been to Honohea before?
Yeah.
To the Field of Light and Fire, sorry.
I think so. She went to Mock, right?
She went to Mach. Yes, she went to Mach.
Yeah, I was about to say we definitely went to Mach. I don't know if we went through the Field of Light and Fire to get there.
Alright.
I don't think so. I mean, not all of it, at the very least.
Alright, okay. Got it.
Right. Let's do it then.
So you guys rush your breakfast. Haley stuffs a couple of sausage into her mouth and then puts a couple more in her bag. Sorrow ate like there's no tomorrow. Victoria is just finishes her yogurt and that's about it. She does not seem to be in any appetite at all right now.
Is the food not great, like, when I eat it?
Oh, dude, no, it's fucking amazing. The food is like it. Some of them reminds you of home. Actually, it reminds you of home, Kane. It kind of reminds you of home. The smells from Shimon as well. It seems like the food that they made here has been tailored specifically for you guys. At least the famous ones, because none of the food here is something that Lena recognized or something that Callista recognized. But Victoria, yeah, definitely something. There's a couple here that she recognizes as well.
$1,000 well spent.
I gotta go talk
Is
to
there
her.
any amount of food that is well preserved and I can put in my sack?
There are a couple. And you would look at Haley and like, guys, we paid 1,000 gold to get in here. We can ask them to pack it at the very least. Yeah. He's gonna go outside. He's gonna go over to the door. Taps the door. Exits outside. Just his head exiting outside. He pauses for a bit, and then returns back inside with a couple of packed food already ready for you guys.
That's fast. I feel like 1,000.
They expected this.
Damn, for 1,000. Honestly, I'm surprised it's not more expensive.
Well,
pretty
it is
good.
more expensive. This is like friends and family kind of price right now.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Well, remind this unit to bring you along whenever these units want to come here for a vacation.
Hey, I don't disagree. City of Glass is beautiful, and I would like to be pampered once in a while. But too bad we can't try the continental buffet and also the massages parlor over here. But
I think he meant to bring you more as a tour guide.
duty calls. Let's go.
If you're here on vacation next time, we'll make sure we come when there are no more crises to handle.
Yes.
We can just enjoy
yes.
ourselves.
Yeah. No genie trying to kill us. No imprisoning random sharks. Yes.
Just good old vacation.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Come on.
Okay.
Everybody's ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. You guys make your way out of the room returning the keys, swimming back into the tube that leads to the inner shell, exiting the wall of water, taking the boat, and making your way up towards the portal. As you guys begin to approach the portal, you can see Haley already beginning to cast a spell. Several other passengers on the boat kind of looks at you guys curiously, like, "Ooh, what are they doing over there?" And as you guys,
I keep a look around. You know, I'm gonna be paranoid right now.
Yeah,
so.
you guys are looking at they're trying to keep an eye, but you guys are not being stealthy right now. A lot of people you're drawing a lot of attention as, casting a spell in the middle of a boat. But the moment you cross the threshold, immediately all 9 of you are engulfed in bright light.
10, I guess. Oh wait, no, 9 because there's no fire. I keep forgetting.
As you guys are teleported away.
Can we at least get to the part where we read the journal? I really want to read the journal.
Let me do some math real quick, because this is not in my plan. Continents, home, view scene. Do I have it in weeks? I have it in weeks. Okay, great, brilliant.
I also would like to start casting, private sanctum. A few minutes after Haley started casting hers.
Oh, so that you can just immediately cascade the spells.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Teleport. The deviation is.
Why didn't we teleport right in the middle of like a battlefield or something?
I will still cast private sanctum. At least they don't know. They cannot scry on us.
All right. She's targeting that similar area. Why not? So, as the light fades away, you stand right next to what looks to be a tall castle. Looking around, at first you think like, "Oh God, she brought us to mock." But no. You can see the sky, you can hear the hustle and bustle of the people all around you. You can see guards walking about. You can see people in chains being dragged by what looks to be like bandits, for like a better word. Looks like slavers. And then
this is it for the terror, isn't it?
Tieflings for all around you as far as the eye can see. As you arrive, what looks to be in Infinity. Haley looks around, looks at you guys. Where are we?
Does it look like Aeonics?
It does not.
I'm gonna open the map, open the Infinity map.
Let me show you. Wait, do you not have Infinite there?
We do. We've been there.
Country, there you go, Infinite there. Activate so that you guys can all view it.
Yeah, there. Yeah. So it's cities. We're in a city. We're definitely not in Aeonics. We would know. Just kind of look around. Is there any sign? Welcome to.
Go ahead, roll me perception check as you try to find. All right. You can see that there is a signboard, but it is in a writing that you cannot read, Ignis.
Damn it! But J5 can.
But J5 can. You can see the board says Yowa Slaver Registry.
Yowa Slaver Registry?
Here? Near the sea.
Whoa, too close for comfort, Haley.
I'm sorry, I thought in the middle of a city. You know, like Mach is direct at the center. That was quite far. But hey, at least it's in a city. I think it's a similar location because I was thinking of the Black Citadel, and she points to the large castle that you see right next to you over there. Similar in design, like similar as in like it's large and imposing, but completely different architecture, different style, and anything like that.
Do we know anything about Yoa?
History check, please.
Let's go. As expected. Hey,
Six.
J5, you're smart. You don't want to.
Do I know anything about you?
You go ahead, history check.
I mean, this is why we read
Ignis,
books.
you know that Yowa is the capital. Man, tonight is not your night, my guy.
I mean, it's been
Dude,
2
what was
weeks.
with that giggle?
Maybe it's time to quit D&D. Oh my god.
But with the two of you trying to figure it out, you guys would know that Yoa is the capital of Infinitor. And given your intelligence, J5, you can surmise that if it's the capital, it's not owned by one of the many houses within Infinitor. It is held by the house. The house of the Betrayer King.
Damn it. I knew it.
But hey, it's a place we've never been to before. Let's get a room and let's read that journal, huh?
And Betrayer King is pretty neutral, right? Like they have some sort of alliance, but not really.
Oh, you know from your previous history checks that the Betrayer King always stays neutral to any global conflict. Undead versus humans, neutral.
Yep.
Angels versus devils versus
We're in
neutral.
Switzerland, but with slavery.
What the fuck? But yes, that's basically what they are. And so, I'm assuming you guys go over and try to find a place to read the book, yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
And
Yep.
once we get there, I'm gonna cast Private Center.
You trying to find like a cafe, a library, or just like an inn where you guys can rent a room for the night?
I mean, cafe is good enough because Private Center can, not let sound pass through.
Or just your booth, basically. So what you're doing, yeah?
Yeah, just
Okay, alright. You find one of the cafes nearby. Not sure what's you can see like from the outside it looks like it's a pretty kind of like nice cafe, unlike the various buildings here. This one's kind of painted white with like flower arrangements on the outside, and upon entering you can see it's very for lack of a better word, Victorian in the design over here, with fancy chinas and teas and everything, with trays, leveled trays with different kinds of pastries on the inside. The tiefling behind the counter sees you coming in, bows and greets you in, you assume is infernal, as she directs you over to one of the seats and gets ready to kind of like pulls out a book and then pulls out a pencil and then looks at you guys with a smile.
Yeah, oh no, shit. Does anybody speak Infernal?
I think I speak Celestial.
The opposite.
Exact opposite.
They must be common. Can you speak common? Or primordial or draconic?
Common little bit.
Okay. What are we doing here? We want a room, right? Wait. Is this an inn? No, this is cafe. Wait, no,
Yes,
sorry.
cafe.
Hey, this is cafe.
Specials? Anything? Or do you have room?
We don't. We no have special treatment. That is Next door brothel.
Special
What are you trying
food?
to ask?
Special food or drink? Like specials
Yes,
menu.
yes. They do eat food on body as well. Yes.
No!
Oh my gosh.
No.
No!
Kane's gonna walk up. He's gonna walk up. He's gonna go. What's this? Is this place a restaurant or a bar? Or a cafe?
More like a cafe. There's like
So
multiple
Kane's gonna
booths.
go.
Yep.
Kane's gonna kind of point to the building and say cafe food, home food.
Food. Yes. We have. He pauses for a bit. Red cake. We have yellow cake. We have black cake.
Kane's nodding encouragingly.
And black cake. Yes.
Can't believe no one's
Okay. Kane's gonna, smile and nod and just kind of gesture towards the entryway, yes.
She could look at what are you trying to say to her?
The Kane's kind of just trying to think of a good way to ask if he can, they can just open.
You can just say what you're trying to say so that I don't misunderstand you.
Oh, sorry. Kane's trying to ask if they're open. You're open? We can go?
Yes, open. Stay, eat. We have cake. We have tea. We have
Coffee?
yes, coffee, yes.
Wow, that's
All
all
right,
I
let's go.
needed. Come on, let's go.
All right, are we gonna go? Let's go. Find a seat. Let's go.
All right. So you sit down, find a booth for yourself. While she's kind of preparing your meals and everything, J5, you cast the private sanctum for maybe 2 booths because you guys can't all fit in one booth. As
100 feet. So.
yeah, but I'm assuming Kane, J5, Artyom, and also Ignis are in one booth. As you guys pull out the book, get ready to read it.
Yeah!
And that is where we're gonna end. No.
Man, how could you do that to me?
That would be cruel. But yes, you pull out the book and you begin to read it a little bit. I have not the entire description, but kind of like most of the content of the book there. But in the initial page, you can see that first it talks about the general premise of his plan. In the next page, it starts talking about the Emperor's first memory that he has, followed by his endeavor when he created Merodraeth, how he figured out the information about the beast, and his progress so far until at the very last few pages you can see Amazing Spicy 7 cropped out in multiple locations. Seems like he's been
stalking us.
He's been not really stalking you because you only appear in the last like maybe 5-10 pages or so. The rest seems to talk about from a time when time from when the beast falls, basically. Early on.
Ooh.
As you guys would be
History
able to see.
Reading.
This. Yeah.
Solomon's Journal?
No, you gotta go to the Emperor's Journal, baby.
Emperor's Journal. Ooh, oh my god, that's a lot of.
Wait.
Anyone
You
to
should
read it?
show the stream. Let me read it.
Yeah, go ahead. That's
All of it? I was gonna
it's a
say this is a
bit-
lot.
yeah, it's a bit long. So which is
Yeah,
why
maybe not.
we're gonna stop here for now, and we can continue next session about what you guys can find from the book and discuss there. But for now, we're gonna end our session here, and we'll see you guys.
Reading!
We'll, we'll see you guys next week for more Paragon Lost. And no, not next week. Sorry, next week we will be off.
No,
In
we'll
fact-
see them next month, like in May, which is
so
crazy.
so the entire of April, unfortunately, we will be out due to celebrations and all that. We will come back in May, where we will continue. Actually, it might be a time skip actually from here, because I don't think you want to
Oh,
spend time over here.
can I do some text RP or something?
Oh,
or
for sure.
for that time skip?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
there's
for
a
sure.
few people I want to talk
Yeah, so
to.
basically my idea is we're gonna have a time skip, and then you guys meet up at the summit that you guys wanted to do, the summit of leaders that you wanted to have. When you guys already processed the information, so go ahead in chat, discuss, process the information in this journal, and then we'll see what happens. But for now, thank you very much, guys, for playing. We'll stop here for now. We'll see you guys next week. No, so see you next month for more.
Next month.
Next
Because
month
it's
for more.
May. This is
12.
March.
Yes. Bye bye.
Oh my god.